Hello, Icebox here, and this is my Super Mario Bros. Monarch Theory video. And in this video, I have 3 Mario theories that I would like to share with you all today, and all 3 of those theories are Monarch related. Now, these theories will not include anything from the 3 most recent Mario games, Mario Bros. Wonder, Peach's Showtime, and Brothership, because I have not played any of those games, and I have not seen that much from those games to really include anything from them in the theory. But I will be remaking, or I guess rather updating the theory in a year from now. And I will be including things from those games if there is anything I can include, as well as anything else Mario related we get between now and a year from now. And I will also only be talking about the main Mario universe, is what I guess I would like to call it. So I won't be including anything from Mario spin-off games unless those spin-off games take place in the main Mario universe, if that makes any sense. So, for example, I'm not going to include Paper Mario, but I will include like Mario and Luigi, because those games do take place in the main Mario, well, I guess universe or timeline or whatever you want to call it, the main series. Now let's start with my first theory, my Koopaling theory. The Koopalings have always been one of the biggest mysteries in the Mario series, more specifically their connection to Bowser. I think you might actually have the answer to this question. We know that the Koopalings can't be Bowser's kids because of Morton. His full name is Morton Koopa Jr. and Bowser's name is not Morton. Also, he already has a junior, his son, Bowser Jr. But we do know that the Koopalings have to be related to them in some way because they have the same last name, that being Koopa. Warren Koopa Jr., Wendy O. Koopa, and Ludwig von Koopa imply that their last name is Koopa, just like Bowser and Jr.'s last name. I think the Koopalings might actually be Bowser's niece and nephew. In Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels, we see Bowser's brother. And while we don't get an official name, I think it's possible that plausible that he could be Morton Koopa Sr. and the father of Morton and all the other Koopaling. And it actually makes sense from a story perspective because he makes his first and only appearance in Mario Bros. The Lost Levels, and the Koopalings make their first appearance in the very next game, Mario Bros. 3. And since we never see or hear about Bowser's brother ever again in the series after Mario Bros. Lost Levels, I think it's possible that in that game he actually dies, and in Mario 3, Bowser decides to take in his niece and nephews and make them a part of his army. In Super Smash Bros., the Koopalings seem to have what look like knockoff versions of Bowser Jr.'s Koopa Clown car. They look similar, but you can tell that they're not the same. And that actually makes sense. Bowser loves his niece and nephews, but he's not going to spoil them the same way that he spoils Junior, his son. And that is the Koopaling theory. Definitely the shortest out of the 3 theories. I will definitely have a lot more to talk about in the next one. And I don't really have anything else to talk about regarding this theory, so I think we should just move on to the second theory of the video. Something that I always thought was weird about the Mario series is the fact that Peach is the princess of the Mushroom Kingdom, but she's a human, and everything else in the Mario universe is a creature of some kind. Koopas, Goombas, Thwomps, piranha plants, all creatures. And in the Mario movie, it's confirmed that she's not even from the Mushroom Kingdom. She's from the human world, just like Mario and Luigi are. But then that begs the question, who was the ruler of the Mushroom Kingdom before her? We never see or hear anything about a king or queen that ruled before Peach did. And there isn't really necessarily a leader when it comes to Toads. I mean, Captain Toad would probably be a good fit, but Captain Toad didn't become a thing until after Peach became the ruler, so it couldn't be him. I know this may sound crazy, but I think Bowser might have actually been the ruler of the Mushroom Kingdom before Peach. And I know that doesn't really make a lot of sense, but let me explain. Despite Bowser being a king with an army and everything, he doesn't have a kingdom of his own. He has a castle, multiple castles, but he doesn't have a kingdom to call his own. Yes, I know that Bowser does have a kingdom in Super Mario Odyssey, but to be honest, I don't really think that's Bowser's actual kingdom. There is no castle in the kingdom. There are no citizens in the kingdom. And the kingdom, for some reason, is just floating in the middle of the sky. This doesn't seem like an actual kingdom that Bowser owns. I think this is just a random place that Bowser just built, either as an obstacle course to just stall Mario or as a place for Mario to fight the Brutals. I don't believe this is Bowser's actual kingdom. However, I could see the debate of Neo Bowser City from Mario Kart 7 being where Bowser rules, but I don't know. I'm a little skeptical about that too, because we never see it in the main series games, or actually we don't see it in any Mario media apart from Mario Kart, which kind of implies that it's not an actual city that Bowser runs. Maybe Bowser just funded the creation of Neo Bowser City and that's why it's named after him. I don't know. But Bowser, he just fits better as being the Mushroom Kingdom's original ruler. He's a creature and he's actually from the Mushroom Kingdom. And okay, that's actually pretty much it. But he fits better than Peach does. I don't have much to really say about this, at least for right now. I will definitely go more into depth on it in the update that I make a year from now. And I will actually try to make a story out of it and do more research and everything like that. And the final theory of this video is going to be the King Boo theory. More specifically, why King Boo has two different designs. The Luigi's Mansion King Boo design and the main Mario series King Boo design. Something interesting that I've noticed about the two King Boos is that they are very, very different from each other, despite the fact they're supposed to be the same character. King Boo in the Luigi's Mansion series is a lot more antagonistic than the one in the main series Mario games. He's even more so than Bowser, I would even say. And also, they have different appearances. But we know that they have to be the same person because Luigi's Mansion takes place in the main Mario universe. So they have to be the same unless there are just two King Boos running around. So they have to be the same character, but just how? Well, I think we get our answer in Super Mario 64 DS. King Boo was not in the original Super Mario 64, but he is in the remake for the Nintendo DS as a boss. But something interesting about this boss is that in the game, he addresses himself as Big Boo instead of King Boo. Now, some people would probably think that this is just an oversight. After all, you fight Big Boo in the original, so they probably just forgot to change it in the remake. But what if this isn't an oversight, and this is actually Nintendo's way of telling us that Big Boo from the original Mario 64 is actually King Boo, as in they're the same person, or ghost, I should rather say, which actually makes a lot of sense. You fight him in Big Boo's haunt, and him and Big Boo are around the same size. Also, if King Boo apparently lives here, then wouldn't this place be called King Boo's haunt? I mean, he is the king. But what's really interesting about this, though, is that we never see Big Boo ever again after this, which makes it even stranger. So let's just say Big Boo and King Boo are the same Boo. Why is he so different in the Luigi's Mansion series? Well, I think the answer to this might actually be his crown, or more specifically, the jewel on top of his crown. In the first Luigi's Mansion game, he has a giant red jewel on top of his crown, and coincidentally, his eyes are also glowing red in that game. And in Luigi's Mansion 2 and 3, the jewel becomes purple and his eyes start glowing purple as well. And we know that the big purple jewel on top of his crown is a piece of the Dark Moon from Luigi's Mansion 2. And the crown is what also gave him the new powers and abilities that he currently has. But what's interesting about it is that the Dark Moon has the ability to corrupt ghosts. And that is exactly what King Boo uses it for in that game. So maybe the reason why King Boo in the Luigi's Mansion games is so different is because the jewel on his crown is corrupting him. Now, unfortunately, I don't know what that big red jewel he had in the first Luigi's Mansion game is. I tried doing some research, but I couldn't find anything about a giant red jewel in any of the Mario games. So if anybody has any ideas on what it could be, please let me know in the comments, because I will read them and I will potentially add it to the update that I make in a year from now, along with any else that you guys can suggest to me. But that was the King Boo theory, and this was the Super Mario Bros. Monarch theory video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed watching this, and I would like to make more theories in the future, not just Mario, but other games as well. While I was doing the research for this theory, I also noticed a bunch of other things I would like to make theory videos about in the future. It probably won't be like this, where it's a bunch of theories combined together. It will probably just be mini theories that I can make a 5-minute video on. And when I update this theory in a year from now, I would like to add a compelling narrative to it to make it more interesting. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoy, and I will see you when I make my next video. Bye.